Brothers, let's talk about building the man first. Here is something that I've learned over the years. Most people spend their lives trying to build success, but success isn't the first thing to build. It might seem like it's the right thing to do because that's what we've been taught. How to go after your dreams and your goals, and there is nothing wrong with that. But how many people that we know that have all the bells and whistles, but yet feel incomplete, feel discouraged, fall into depression? So many men spend years preparing financially for marriage, preparing the house, make sure the car is there, make sure all the material things is ready. But yet in the marriage, they feel discontent, feel discouraged because they never built that man. Coming in with the same mindset. I love what the text says. Say, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's like some people who they wait until they're in trouble for them to try to learn how to pray or how to seek help, how to ask. Your mindset, when your mindset is renewed, you will not allow pride to keep you from asking for help when the time is right. So many men spend years building up the material things, and then in their marriage, it only lasts for 1 or 2 years. Not condemning anyone. I am not condemning anyone. We are talking about building the man first. I've been there. I didn't know anything about that because my mindset is the same one that I was thinking from, that I've learned and heard other people say, you got to be ready for marriage. And this is how you get ready for marriage. Make sure you have a house to put your wife in. Make sure you have money. Make sure you have a car. Make sure you have the material things. But this man going in with that same bad attitude messed up the marriage, messed up the relationship, did not know how to communicate with their wife, with their children, did not understand how emotion works. It's after they gone through all that pain, all that discouragement, that they began to seek, and then they began to find. I was one of those. I was one of those. It's after my divorce. I didn't want a divorce, but after the divorce, I began to understand. Even I began to see within myself, I did not know how to love because I thought love was saying yes to everything. And saying yes to everything is like adding fuel to the fire. Did not know that. Building the man first. When a man can be counseled by another man, coached by another man, helping to understand how his minds work, so that when something happens, he's not ready to walk away. He can accomplish what he set out to, a blissful relationship. I'm not saying that there will never be ups and downs. I'm not saying that there will not be disagreement. Yes, there will be. But because his mind is being renewed, because his thinking is changed, he can make better decisions. Your marriage, my friend, it reflects the husband who is investing in them. Your marriage, from your marriage, you will know, or others will know, whether or not you are spending that time with your family. They will know whether you are communicating with your wife. If I'm a friend of yours and I'm hearing you talking to your wife a certain way, I can right away picked up that this communication is not right. You don't know how to communicate. You don't understand what you are doing to your relationship. And vice versa. If you heard me talking to my wife a certain way, what would you think? How would you perceive me? Build the man first. But most time, because of tradition, because of the masses, we try to build the things up first. We try to accumulate the material things first. Before a man, I believe that before a man enter into marriage, at a certain age, he should have been start. Matter of fact, an older man or a seasoned brother should have already stepped up and start being an example to this brother, start coaching that brother. Titus 2 talk about the older man teaching the younger man. But most time we wait until they get to a certain age and then we started to teach them. I love that saying, it's easier to bend a tree while it's young. And I had to take into consideration all those things concerning my son and my daughters. I've been there. I know what happens like that. So what would I do now? How would I transfer what I've learned to them? If I didn't learn something that will help them, think about the foundation that someone else will lay for them. And I pray that it will be a good one. Build the man first. Build the man first. If you already start building the wealth and you haven't worked on yourself, it's never too late. Start now. There is so many examples that was set before us. So many witnesses of things that was there. Things that we have witnessed. People that we have seen have gone through some very turbulent life. We're not looking down on them and we're not calling them out. Learn from others' mistake. Learn from what they have experienced. Use it wisely. Build a man first. Renew your mind. Find yourself in the right place where you can grow. Get around the right set of people. I remember when I was going through some things in my life, in my first marriage. And some of the friends that I had around me was telling, there's more fishes in the sea and all these different things. It sung good. But is that good advice for a man who is going through a tough time at that moment when it was possible to rekindle? It was possible that things could have changed. Build the man first. Before you enter into any relationship, whether it's your first or second, work on yourself first. Check your habit. Check your attitude. Check the way you think. It might be a blended family. How would you treat the kids if they're on both sides of the fence? Her kids, your kids. Are you going to prefer this one over that one? How is your leadership? You are the one sowing the seed into these young minds. Build the man first. Start with the man in the mirror. Come out from amongst them. Stop thinking like the masses. It's up to you. The choice is there now. You know better, do better. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I would love to have a house if I was a man getting ready to get married. I would love to have the house ready. I would love to have the car ready. I would love to have my finances in order. But guess what? If you are not there today and you're just starting out, you still can work on yourself. But I would have rather build a man first and then the things after so that my relationships can be stable and strong. Money is not everything. You can start over from scratch, both of you, if you lose everything. But if the man wasn't built on the solid rock, if his mind is not stable, it would be easy for him to walk away if she made a mistake. It would be easy for her to walk away if he made a mistake. But lead by example. When you build a man first, that loving husband, that kind and compassionate husband, that caring father that will listen to the children, not looking at them just as your kids. Just go sit down, just do what I said, and that's it. Listen to your children. Have patience with them. Find a time to sow into another young mind. What you send out is what come back to you. Give, and it shall be given back to you. Build a man first, not the material things. Well, like I said, what does it profit a man to have the whole world and lose his soul? Build from the inside out. Start with the man within first, because you can have all the material things. And if your attitude is still nasty, your relationship is not going to last. What is more important to you? They all are important, but what is more important to you? It's like the horse and the cart. You can't put the cart before the horse. It will cause the horse to fall. How can you pull the cart when it's that heavy? Build a man first. Most people, like I said, spend their years trying to build success first. And that's why a lot of times relationship doesn't last. So my friend, I want to thank you for watching. Again, this is Nelson Robinson Sr. I love you guys. Peace. And like I always said, a renewed mind will not just change the way you think, but it will change the way you live. If you build a man first, guess what? Everything else you build around that will be sustainable. Love you guys. Peace. And then we out.